Army General.
Fucking Hate Army. You know the guy's a loser.
Your name is Hate Army? You're saying Hate Army shit.
The Hate Army troll doing Hate Army shit.
Good vibes to the Hate Army.
Shout out for hate.
Happy Independence Day for those in the United States who celebrated today. I hope you had a good day. I was getting my ass whooped in Street Fighter 6 all day. So I had a busy one, but I hope that you had a good, relaxing, fun day if you spent it with your family or your friends. If you're not in the United States, it's not Independence Day, so happy normal day. Hopefully you had a good Tuesday here. I got my butt handed to me in Street Fighter earlier. You know, I tried to play Ryu again, per the voting of the viewers, and first of all, I was like, well, if I'm going to do that, let me play in casual play, and let me get my bearings with Ryu, because really, I don't feel like I had them after Friday. So I played. The first hour, I lost like 90% of the matches. I just couldn't do anything with this character. I'm like, dude, everything I'm doing, I'm dropping moves, I'm dropping combos. I don't know what it is about Ryu. It's like he's my bane or something. He's my kryptonite. I can't play with this character for some reason. And then the second hour, I started to get better. I started to get a little bit more consistency. I started to nail the inputs, stop dropping the moves and combos. And then the third hour, I started to actually get a win streaks. And by the time that we were done, around 3:30 p.m. Pacific time, I think I had won like 30, I want to say I had won like 34 matches and lost like 28. So I actually got in from the red. I was like way into the red in the wins losses. I got to the black. I was like, oh my God, I really fought myself out of there. But then people were like, well, will you do ranked? I was like, well, I got a little bit of time left. And I jumped into ranked. And basically exactly what I thought would happen happened. Again, I'm still in 5-star platinum, which I really should not be with Ryu. And every single person I'm playing is real high level. They got their game going. They've got all their moves and inputs. They're not dropping nothing. They've got mix-ups. They got everything. And here I am. You know, I kind of know what to do, but I am constantly dropping. There was one fight. It was so depressing. I had this guy beat like 3 times, and every time I was in the middle of a combo, I dropped the combo. Every time. It's like, dude, once is like heartbreaking. Twice is like, oy vey.
I am Jewish.
3 times is like,
you should kill yourself now.
Just walk away. Just put the controller down and leave. I was like, oh my God. And again, it's weird because playing with like character like Blanca or not Dalsim, you know, Zangief, hell, even Lily and characters like that, I'm not really having this problem. I seem to be having it with Ryu specifically, maybe because of the type of character he is. You know, with Blanca, it's definitely a different, I mean, there's a lot of inputs, don't get me wrong, but it's not a lot of constant rounded. Sure, you can, you know, go back to neutral, do this inputs. And with Ryu, it really is. With Ryu, it's like, you got to be on the game. You have to have everything exactly lined up as perfect to get your combos out. And it's tough, you know. Not everything is safe with Ryu. Ryu is not as good as some of the other characters who have like a good combo game and a good rushdown game. So you got to be tricky. You got to be, you know, it's real. It's a stickler for inputs. Let's put it that way. But you know, overall, I won more than I lost today, I think. But it just sucks because I really feel like did I learn something? I did learn a few things at Ryu, but I am nowhere near that 5-star platinum skill level yet. So if I play with ranked, it's going to be lose, 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 lose. So it's like, I think every time I play with Ryu, I'll have to split my sessions like at least halfway with casual play and then maybe try to do some ranked at the end or whatever. But overall, people seem to still like it. Like overall, people were telling me they did enjoy the stream. It just sucks that I'm not playing at that level with Ryu like I've played. Like I played better with Marisa. I played better with Blanca. I played better with Zangief. I played better with Lily. Hell, I played better with Chun-Li, and I only used her once, and I played better with Chun-Li. Like all those characters, I did better. It's just Ryu that I don't know. He's got my goat or something. I don't know. Of course, guys, if you support the stream tonight, I'd really appreciate it. It's awesome when you guys do. In particular, super chats and/or memberships would be great. Only because we've had a real slowdown when it comes to the YouTube side support here on the channel in the last month. The tips have actually been quite good, particularly for the Street Fighter streams. But for everything else, you know, it's kind of slowed down dramatically. It would be great to maybe get some support there, especially, you know, we have a lot of people who lost their memberships that were gifted. You know, maybe toss a few gifted memberships to the community. That would be a great way to help out tonight if you're so inclined. Just throwing that out there. Mangoes are a little tart, but you like them in ice cream? Me too. You know, mangoes are interesting because they're mostly sweet, but they do have a tartness to them. You know what I hate about mangoes? actually cutting up a mango. It's the most annoying thing. Like, why is this fruit that kind of seems similar to other fruit so different? When you go to open it up, it's like hard and shit, and you gotta like dice it and rip it open and have, you know, it's fucking weird. I don't know why it's so odd to it's like dissecting. It's like a freaking operation. Right? You need a team of people to cut a mango open. It's weird. That pit is so weird in the middle. Why is there a giant pit in the middle of my goddamn fruit? Do most fighting game players use a controller or a fight pad these days? I have no clue what they use. I have been completely out of the loop of competitive fighting games for a decade. That's not me exaggerating. Like, I really was like the last 1 to 2 versions of Street Fighter 4, which I want to say came out like 2012, 2013. Like, that was the last time that I really cared about playing anything competitively. Everything else I just played casually at home. I haven't been to a tournament since Screw Attack Gaming Convention in 2012. That was, or was it 2013? That was the last one I ever played competitively in. So I don't know if most people use this. I don't know if most people use this. I don't know if people use that new hitbox style controller that's all buttons. Like, I have no clue. I'm the last person to ask. It's funny because now people are starting to leave comments on my Street Fighter videos because, as I literally just told you, I'm dropping a lot of stuff when I play Street Fighter. Especially with Ryu today, it was like so many opportunities to win a match and just dropping my combo right in the middle, and everyone's like, oh my god, Phil dropped another combo. Like, I know, I'm sorry, I'm trying, I really am trying. And people are like, maybe it's the joystick. Maybe I'd be better if I tried to learn it on this. I really don't know. I really don't know. I can't answer that question. Maybe eventually I would try to use this. The thing is, I think for this would be tough. You'd have to use shortcut shoulder buttons to play the game because you've only got 4 face buttons, right? So you'd have to be using shortcut shoulder buttons for stuff. I don't use any shortcut buttons on my joystick. I just use the 6 face buttons. That's it. And all the proper button combinations you're supposed to use for it, that's what I use when I play. So maybe it is that maybe everyone's using shortcuts and that's why they're getting more accurate inputs than me, and because I'm not. It very well could be, but I'm the last person to ask that question. I will say this, that joystick is sensitive. One time today, I swear to God, I was sitting with the joystick on my lap, all right? And I had my hands up, I put my hand down on the side of the buttons. I didn't touch the buttons, I just went like this. And it did a drive impact. Drive impact is if you had hit heavy kick and punch together. I literally went to the side of the buttons, and it gave me a drive impact. I was like, god damn, that's sensitive. That's like, holy shit. So, like, I can't even touch my joystick. Unless I'm ready to push a button, I can't even, like, rest my hand on the joystick because the joystick goes off. Holy shit. It blew me away. I was not expecting that. Okay, then. Gabe, thank you for a super chat. Okay. Alone in the Dark is releasing October 25th. It's a full-on... Oh, that's the one that has David Harbour in it? Okay. I don't know why I didn't get that on my release calendar. I really don't know why I didn't get that on my release calendar, but I'm going to write that down. October 25th. Okay. I put it on my calendar. I put it down as a maybe. Only because I don't know much about what the gameplay is going to be like. But if it's horror, it will obviously fit in with that month, right? Haseo, good evening. It's good to see you here. How you doing? SF6 Blancas' Alan Wake Remastered was added today on PlayStation Plus. So that's neat. If you didn't play it yet, give it a go. That way you have the background for when Alan Wake 2 comes out in October. By the way, I am playing Street Fighter 6 again tomorrow. Tomorrow, what I want to do is play with a character I'm familiar with. Because I literally this week played with Ryu twice and basically got my ass handed to me. And then I did play a little bit with familiar characters on Sunday, but I'd like to actually do some ranked play with characters I'm familiar with tomorrow. And I guess the question is, who should it be? Zangief? Blanca? Try to level up my Blanca higher in Diamond? Or go back to like Marisa, who I haven't played in a while, but I am a little rusty with. I don't know. So that's tomorrow. We'll have to see. Okay, see what you guys want. Let's think about it. I'll think about it on the stream tonight. Maybe we'll talk a little bit about it. Try to figure it out. Darth Gobak, I played with Ryu again today, and I literally just told the story in a nutshell. I started in casual play and ended up doing almost 3 whole hours of casual play because I could not get my execution down. Like, my execution is terrible. I know what to do. I know the situations to do it. And I go to do it, and I goof it up all the time with Ryu. For some odd reason, I just can't nail this with Ryu. I keep messing up constantly. And I don't know if it's just I'm having a brain fart, if I'm getting old, if it's my actual execution, if it's the joystick, what it is. But I just kept dropping stuff again and again and again. So it took about 3 hours. And by the time I was done in 3 hours of casual play, I had like 34 wins and like 28 losses. So I won more than I lost, but it was close. Then I went to ranked play and it went like this. Me getting spanked in ranked play because my Ryu's rated too highly. My Ryu's rated 5-star platinum and I'm stuck with them. So it just was more spankings after that. So, but overall, I did learn some stuff with Ryu today. It wasn't like a total waste, and the audience did seem to enjoy the stream. So, alrighty, everyone. Well, good evening, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for Independence Day. That's right. Today was July 4th, 2023, here in the United States in Street Fighter 6. And people wanted me to use Ryu. Again. I had used him all day Friday, and tried to learn how to use him. I feel like after Friday I had learned some stuff, but definitely not enough to be hanging at any kind of a high level. Just to recap, on Friday when I played him first and I tried to do ranked, they put me into diamond ranking, which made no sense because I'm not good enough to be playing at a diamond level with Ryu when I've only just started using him. The rank system is incredibly flawed. So, after having gotten my butt kicked for most of Friday, today I said what I'd like to do is take Ryu into casual matches for most of the stream. Try to play a variety of players who aren't just 100% trying to demolish me with their main characters and learn some tech. I will tell you this. I absolutely did learn some tech today. I learned that jumping neutral with Ryu is incredibly strong. I also learned a few different things about his normals, what works, what doesn't, some situational stuff. However, it became very apparent today that there's 2 major problems. Problem number 1 is that I have execution errors constantly. Ryu is a heavier execution character, unlike the other characters that I've been using, such as Blanca, Marisa, or Zengi. This character requires more. Requires Shoryukens, dash cancels, drive rushes, and all kinds of things, and I'm having issue. I'm dropping stuff a lot. And today there were so many times, I couldn't even count how many times I had an entire round or even match won. And then here I am in the middle of a combo. You know, I hit him with drive impact. Here we go. Here comes the combo to punish. Drop the combo. Oh, here we go. Wall bounce. Time to juggle and finish the round. Drop the combo. And when it happens the first time, you're frustrated. When it happens the second time, you're disappointed. When it happens the 52nd time, you lose your patience. And I did. But I lost my patience with myself, you know. It got to the point where people started saying, maybe it's your joystick. I don't think so. Although, admittedly, I noticed something, and I talked about it tonight. There was this one time, I swear to God, this joystick was on my lap. I was not touching the buttons. And I just went like this with my hand. Just like that. I didn't touch any buttons. I just went like this. And Ryu did a drive impact, which is supposed to be this. So, this, touching nothing, resting my hand, equated to this. That kind of threw me for a loop. That absolutely did happen today. But outside of that one time that maybe was a fluke, I do feel like it's on me. That I have not played fighting games in so long. I have not played high execution fighting games in a very long time, right? I just haven't. I mean, take a look at the things that I've played have been more simplistic, and I haven't played them at any kind of a high competitive level. So I'm just not used to it, you know? I played 3 hours with Ryu. And after 3 hours of casual play, I had something like 34 wins and 8 losses. So pretty much even. A couple wins extra than losses. Now, admittedly, some of the people weren't that good, and I steamrolled them. On the same time, some of those matches were tough. A lot of them were higher ranked platinums, even diamonds, that I was facing in the casual matches. And it was rough. I was trying to learn, and, you know, one thing I'm noticing is that certain matchups, you know, are easier or harder for Ryu. I definitely feel like Ken is a hard matchup for Ryu because Ken just has so many options with his mid-range normals and everything. Even just his medium punch seems to be almost all the normals of Ryu. All right? So execution errors, number 1 problem. Number 2 problem, I don't know how to use drive rush. I'm really trying to implement it and learn it in my game. And I see high-level players use it, and when they use it, It always seems to be useful. Seems like they use it and they hit people with it. Whenever I try to use Drive Rush, they jump over it and hit me in the face. Or they block it, and now, okay, I have frame advantage. Okay, do another hit. Now what do I do? Now it's like I wasted meter, and I can't really find a way to effectively use it. Drive cancel, or excuse me, dash cancel, that I use all the time effectively. But the Drive Rush, I don't know. I'm really not getting it right now. Because, I don't really use it with Blanca or Zangi. I'm not really using it with them. I'm using the cancel, but not the rush. So, I think I need advice. I do. I think if anyone wants to watch the Ryu gameplay from today, and if you can give me some advice on how to drive rush, because I'm just, it's not clicking. All the other things, the parrying system, dash canceling, drive impact, drive reversal, that I'm getting. Drive rush, that's the one thing I feel is missing from my gameplay strategy right now. And it's probably the last thing I'm going to end up learning out of all the new things they added to the game. So, advice, greatly appreciated. So, after having played for 3 hours with casual matches with Ryu, I said, all right, just for the end of the stream, let me do like 40 minutes of ranked. And it went like you would expect. I think I got 5 wins and like 11 losses. Because again, everyone in ranked around that ranking of 5-star platinum or diamond 1 are all people who've been playing with those characters non-stop since the game released. They know every strategy. They know every matchup. They know how to mix up. When you're in the corner, that's it. You're done. They're going to mix you up so much you have no idea how to get out unless you're a mashing wake-up reversal, OD version. You're never going to get out of there. So for me, it was like, I really want to improve at Ryu. I feel like I did, but only playing the 3 hours. I know you say only. Yeah. 3 hours is nothing for a fighting game, I feel like I was learning, and then I'm out of time. Well, I'm not playing it tonight on the late stream, so there you go. I learned as much as I could in 3 hours, and now I'm kind of like, well, whenever I give more time to Ryu in the future, I'll try to advance again, but for now, he's on hiatus, So I hope you'll enjoy the gameplay. It was pretty even, like down the middle, winning and losing. So that's the good news, is that it wasn't all horrendous, getting destroyed like it was on Friday. At the same time, I am upset, and you're going to be upset too, watching these matches and seeing me drop these combos that would 100% be a guaranteed win for me. And I'm dropping the moves like, oh my god. So I think it's a combination of being rusty, not having played this game enough or as much as most of the people who are playing it at these levels, and maybe it is the joystick. I don't know. Actually, someone left a comment saying, oh, it could be the joystick. That the joystick isn't so good. I don't know, but all I can do is play more, right? And try to learn. So.
These contributions are mandatory. Typically helps me more than anything.